When I welcome you all to our channel Let's Learn Automation, and now we are going to continue our work framework. So until now what we have done that we automate the two test case, that is URL, verify URL and verify title. And now let's see the application. So we verify the title, we verify the URL. So these things are done. And now what we have to verify, like this one logo and this one logo. So now let's try to verify this too, that is this logo is available on this web page or not, and even this logo is available on this web page or not. So for this, we need to identify this logo and this logo. So let's right click on this application, inspect this, and try to identify this. So we'll try to write down the XPath for this. So div class login logo. So div, then class and login logo. So this is the unique XPath we got. Now the question is where we are going to write down this XPath. So as I said previously, we need to write down all the logic and the code which is required for automation in page class. So this is our page class, and here we'll create or we'll write down like object repository. So here we will have the all the element on the web page. Like for that we will use the one more annotation like at the rate find by, and then xpath equals to the xpath which we just identify or inspect. Then we need to write down the uh, private web element web element, because this is the web element, and we'll give the name like login logo. So in this way we need to identify the element. Now we'll try to identify one more element. So we'll delete this and we'll use the we'll try to identify or inspect this logo too. So this is bot, we can say that bot column or bot logo. So this should be unique. Yes. And this is, we can say, bot logo. So now what we are trying to do, we just try to verify is both the logo are available on the web page or not, just like we have verified the title and the URL. So for that, first of all what we need to do, we need to write down one method like public void and verify login logo, and then public void verify bot logo, like this. Okay, so normally what we did in automation or normal automation, we inspect the element like driver dot find element, then by dot xpath, and here we need to write down the xpath, and we'll store it like web element, like web element, and we can say that element 1. So in this way we are going to inspect the element in a normal case. But here what we did, we use the at the rate find by notation, then we write down the XPath of that, then we make it as a private, and web element is the common, and this is what the name of the element that will be common too. Okay, so there is a specific difference between these two lines, these two code. So here we don't have any driver, and here we have driver. So driver is one of the most important thing which is going to handle or which is going to run our script. So we don't here we don't have the driver. So for that what we need to do, we need to connect this particular both XPath with the driver. So for that what we can do, we can create one constructor like public constructor, and here we'll use one class like page factory dot init elements, and here we'll use driver and this. So why we are doing this? Because now in a framework we identify the element by using the @find by annotation, not by using the driver dot find element. So this is the missing thing, we can say that, in this particular code. But still we need to connect this with the driver. So that's why what we have did, we just created one constructor we already know. Okay, then here we use the page factory class dot init element is the method, and here we are passing the driver. So driver is going to connect with the element, but which element means what? The current class object or the current class element or the current class member, we can say it, because this represent the current class member. So that's why we are connecting the driver with the current class member, and current class members are these two, we can say that. So that's why we are just connecting driver with these two, and now we can say that this particular code or the motto of this code fulfilled by using this particular thing. Now there can be a question that why we are using the constructor over here, because we need to initialize this two web element with the driver, and this is what must do activity. So whenever if we use the method over here, so we need to call that method. If we need to connect this two lines of code with the driver, every time we need to call the method. But if we create the constructor, and whenever the we created the object of constructor, the constructor, sorry, when we create the object of class, constructor will get automatically executed. So as we know that we are going to create the object of this particular page class, so whenever we create the object, at that time this constructor will be called, and this particular XPath will be connected with the driver, or we can say that the driver will get driver initiate or initialize this two member. Why it is so? Because we are using driver, and we are initializing the current class member. So that's why we are using this. But remember this, that we should maintain the sequence like this. We should not use like first of all this, then driver. We should maintain the sequence like first of all driver, which is going to connect, and to whom it is going to connect, like this means current class member. So this is what the constructor. Now we'll try to verify the this login logo. So for that we have created the method over here. So here we'll write down login logo dot is displays the method which is going to return, or which is going to tell us that is the particular logo is available on the web application or not. Okay, so we are using the code like this, and we will return this as we normally did in a previous example or in a previous test cases. Now this is going to return the boolean value, so we need to change the void with the boolean, boolean, like this. And again we are going to verify the bot logo, so we'll use the same thing like return, then I can say bot logo dot is displayed, and here I will use the boolean again. So these are the two test cases which is we're going to verify. First of all, the login logo and the bot logo, I can say. And then I need to create the test cases for this in a test class. So in a test class, I will write down the test case like this, like @test annotation I will use. Then I will create one more method like public void, and I will copy the name of the method from the login page. So I will copy this name and use it here and apply the test. And then already I have the object like a login, then we'll use the login dot verify login logo. So this is the method I called. Then I will store this method output in one of the boolean variable, boolean, we can say that result, and then I will apply the assert class dot assert equals, and here I will compare result with the true. If the result is true, then only our test case is going to execute. Then in the next test case, I will write down again the @test annotation, then method name public void, and we'll copy the method name from here like this, and we'll apply the test. And here again I will use the object login dot verify bot logo, and this will store into one variable of type boolean. So we can say that I can use the same variable again because this is the local one. And again I will assert or will verify it. Assert dot assert equals with result, and that should be true. So I have written the two more test case. These are the older or the previous test case. Now I'm going to execute all those. Okay, let's see. To execute again, I need to right click on the test class, not the page class or base class. I need to right click on the test class. So I will write down, right click on this, run as test-ng, and let's see what we got. So it started running. So what is happening? For every test case, the browser is getting open. Then we can say URL is going to enter, and that is going to close too. So here we can see total test run 4, pass 4, and 0 failure. Okay, and if we refresh our project and try to access the index.html in browser, so I will just copy the location, and here I will paste it. And in a chronicle view I can see these are the, this is one, this is second, third, fourth, means four test cases get run. Okay, so every time setup and close browser getting run, so depending upon the how many test cases we have, it will run. So as we have the four test case, so setup and close browser will be run four times. So this is our report. Now in the next phase, now what we can say that we have verified the title, we have verified the URL previously. Now we verify the this login logo, we can say, and bot logo. Now we need to and login. Okay, so first of all we need to enter the username, then password, and press the login button. So we need to identify these three element. So for this I will inspect this, and this is the code. So this is the code I can say. So let's find out input class, and what should be ID. We can use the ID, input class ID. So input can say @class to ID. It is not unique. No, it is ID, not class. So it is ID. Then this is what can say username text box. So we need to write down the XPath here, like here. Again, @find by, then XPath equals to XPath. I will just copy paste, then private, then this is the web element, and user name text box I can say. So this is the element name, and then let's make it bigger one. Again, I will just use the same code like this. So here I can say password text box and login button, and this I need to remove because I need to change the XPath for this two element. So let's identify that too. So this is what this ID is password. Let's use this. So this is for password, and then login button. So again we have ID like this, login button, input type ID. So login button. Okay, done. So login logo, bot logo, then username text box, password text box, login button. These are the five element we have. This is called as a object repository because all these are the object we can say. And then this is the constructor. Okay, so we can say, I'll write down UCT constructor to initialize the web element or current class mem members and I initialize good. So that's why we are using, and these are the method to verify login logo. Then we'll use comment over here too. Here bot logo. Then here verify title of application APP now. And here verify URL of application. So these are the command lines I have made, and now these are the test cases. Okay, so now we need to uh, create the method for the login. So I can say method to login in application. So I will write down like public void login to application. So this is the name of the method I can say. And now how to log in the application? So first of all, I need to enter something in username. So username dot send keys. Here I need to enter something. Then password dot send keys. Here I need to enter the password, and login button dot click. I need to click on the login button. So this is the thing. Then after login, what I will do, I will try to get the URL, current URL or the next URL, we can say that. So driver dot get current URL. So and will return this. So I need to change it like a string. Okay, and here I will enter the username and password. So username is available over here. Copy this, and this is password. Okay, so this is the method which we created in a login page, and now we need to create the test case. So I will create a test case over here in the same manner, @ test annotation, then public void, and we'll use the same method name and apply the test. Okay, done. Then what I need to do, I need to call by using the object login very login to application. And now this code will return the next URL, we can say that. So I can say actual URL Then here I need to use the string too. So this will be the actual URL and this is expected URL. So let's try to find out what is the expected URL by login the application. So this is our application. I am going to log in it and this is what the expected URL. So I will just copy this and paste it here. And here we'll use the assert dot assert equals expected URL with the actual URL. So now we can say that we have created the 5 test cases. Now let's run all 5 again. So let's run it. Okay, so all the test cases run successfully, like total tests run 5, pass 5, fail 0. Okay, so we will use the comment over here too, like this is pre or pre prerequisite to run the test case. Prerequisite spelling is wrong. Okay, doesn't matter. Then uh, what this test case in this test case will verify the title, or we can say that uh, test case. I will just make test case to login to application AWS application and verify the current URL. So this one test case. Then test case to verify uh, visibility, maybe visibility of login logo. Then test case to verify visibility of bot logo, I can say. Then here test case to verify URL of application. Then to verify title of application. So these are the test cases. So let's take test case to the login to application, verify the current URL, and the current URL is like, so we can see that this is what the inventory page URL. Okay, so we can write down here ENTO inventory page URL, inventory page URL, like this. So these are the comment that is not going to execute. Prerequisite spelling, let's forget this. Okay, so these are the 5 test cases and let's see the report again. I will refresh the project. Okay, what else I can do? What else I can do? That I can write down like reporter dot log, and here I will use the I will write down the current URL, like here current URL of application. So like this, and plus actual URL I will try to get, try to print. Let's see the difference. Then I will just use this all over. So verify, I can see visibility of login logo. So here I will just copy paste visibility of login logo, and here I will use the result. Okay, then here also I will use the same thing, visibility of bot logo. Then here I will use this uh, yes, current URL of application, or not current but the URL of application. This is not the current one, actual URL. We can say that original, you can write down anything. And then here title, title of application, and here actual title, original URL, actual URL, it's okay. So result, and this result actual URL, okay. So this is good. Now let's see, first of all execute this and let's see the changes in report. So this is the additional thing that will be reflected in our final report. Okay, all test cases pass successfully. Let's refresh the project, and what we need to do, we just need to see the report. So I will just copy the path, and here we'll paste the URL. So let's see the report output. Now you can see that this is what the report. Verify bot logo test. So visibility of bot logo is true. Then login to application test. Current URL of application is the current URL, the latest one, we can say that. Then verify title of test. So this is what the title of application is Swag Labs. Then verify login logo test. So visibility of login logo is true. Then verify URL of application test. Verify URL of application test, and this is the URL of application. So in this way we are getting the output. So this is the, this you can see in the reporter output, and in a chronicle view we can see all the method like setup, login to application, close browser, again setup, the test case and close browser, and this is the time, how much time we require to run the test case. And we can see the all the past test cases here. Then ignore method no times, we can see how much time we require to run the test cases, like millisecond. Then we don't have any group at one test, and this is the suit. Okay, so we'll see this later. So in this way what we have done now, until now, we just automate all the test cases of login page, like logout. So we verify this title, then this URL, then this logo, even we log in successfully and verify the next URL. So we completely automate the login page of the application. So that's it. Next thing we'll see in the next lecture. Thank you.